Okay. We live? I think we're live. Yeah, I think we're live. There's usually like a 5-second delay on this thing between people hearing me and actual things happening. Okay, I think this is sufficient time. Hello. Welcome. I haven't streamed in a while. As you can see, I've since got a camera, so you can see me while I play. Yeah, I'm bored. Let's chill and chat and hang out for a bit as I play some Batman. Oh, we got one person. There we go. We got one person. The classics are Ace. Hello, 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 hello. If you saw a live stream like a minute ago, that was just me testing it because I've never used this camera before on streaming. So yeah, it was just me testing that. What can we do? What can we do on the Batman? I was going to play Uncharted, but I realised I deleted the Nathan Drake collection, and it'll take ages to reinstall it. So yeah, just play some good old Batman. Should we go on some challenge mode? Do Armored Batman. It's a survival tactic. Let's do a combat one. That's a new one. Oh, it's extreme apparently. Hello, Miguel. It's extreme. Should we try it? If it's extreme, let's do it. Let's do it. How are you guys doing? How? What's up? What's cooking? What's crack-a-lacking? Extreme. Yeah. Haven't seen Tim Burton's Batman. Yeah, I need to rewatch it. I do like that film. I rewatched the second one at Christmas actually because it is a Christmas film. And that's okay. It's not as good. Let me turn on the audio so I can hear myself think. GCSE is going well. Ah, that's very good news. I finished mine a while ago. Oh, hey, Alex Kingdom, by the way. Okay, we got a few people watching. Yeah, I'm happy to hear your GCSEs are going well. Oh, I've broken the thing straight away. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Come on. I finished mine and they went pretty well as well. I've got my prom tomorrow, so yeah, just gearing up for that. Wow, I'm not very good at this, am I? I thought I was better than I am. Wow, what is wrong with me? I thought I was better than this. There's a reason I've done a lot of the challenges. There we go. Getting into a bit now. There's a time limit. Oh, I know what this is. The floor will electrocute me in a minute. Yeah, that's what the alarm is. Yeah, there we go. There's my health going down. There we go. You finished yours last year. Yeah, how did it go, man? Hopefully it went good for you. I've not seen Edward Scissorhands, actually. Need to see it. Burton's an interesting director. He's sort of up and down with me. I like some of his films, and you have stuff like Wonderland, and it's like, eh. But I need to watch Edward Scissorhands, actually. Had my prom, it was great. Cool, cool. Mine's tomorrow, so looking forward to that. Did you have food at yours, Miguel? Because we got food at mine, and I'm interested to see whether it's actually any good or not, because it's just going to be school food. So, yeah. How did that go for you? See, I'm trying to use, I think my problem with this is I'm trying to use all the gadgets because I'm used to playing City and Night, where you can have like the grapple hook and as opposed to just the Batarang. I'm need to practice with the Asylum's combat. Mars Attacks. Yeah, I saw. God, I don't think I've ever seen Mars Attacks all the way through. I saw it on TV like oh God, years ago now, which is really weird. So I just sort of thought, is Shia LaBeouf in that? I'm sure I've seen Shia LaBeouf in something. Let's retry this once, and then again, gonna go to another challenge. You can move, let me move over a bit. Come on, Batman! Ah, see, you can't. No, he wasn't even acting in, I think. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, what? Maybe I'm just confusing him with someone else then. Because Mars Attacks was not early 90s, right? Because Shia LaBeouf, he was in that Holes thing, and he looked really young in that. And I doubt he was in that. Well, I might win this time, but I'm definitely not going to get on the leaderboards, because these stay down. Okay, I've lost. $9.96. Oh, interesting. BTEC in media next September. Oh, cool. Well done, man. Well done indeed. It's sounds like it's going well for you. I know I said I was the last time, but I just did it by instinct. Okay, come on, let's do this. I think there was like a trophy once, maybe it was on the Arkham Knight, where you could like win a fight without actually hitting anyone. It was just like using counters, and I think I got it, but I can't remember. It was pretty hard. It was pretty challenging. See, okay, maybe after this I'll try an easier one just to get me back into the Arkham Asylum system, because I'm so used to. Food was not great. Yeah, Burger off. Any Friday night dinner fans there? Yeah, food was not great. I imagine it wasn't usually these things. Okay, almost. Do you have any idea what we're doing in September? Yeah, I've applied for an A-level in 4 things in the 6th form down the road, and I've applied for English language, media studies, media production, and IT, but I've got to drop one because you have to have 3. So I don't know which one I'm going to drop yet, but yeah, I have to make that decision. So. Yeah, I'm excited though. Excited for a new chapter in my life and to be out of school finally. Speaking of DC, excellent. Thinking of watching Superman and the Mole Man. Check that out actually, because that's an extra on the box set, right? Check that out. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I like that. It's a cool look into the George Reeves show. Like if you don't have it on DVD, which I don't. So it's nice. And theatrical cut. Yeah. Have you seen any of the other cuts? Because the director's cut's worth a look. That's like it's like 11 minutes longer. Then the extended cut is 40 minutes longer. So there's a lot of content there, and they're both interesting. The theatrical cut is probably superior. See, this is what I needed. Good bit of practice. There we go. Where are you going in September? Hereford 6th form college. So yeah, it is. That box set is one of my favourites. My favourite Blu-ray sets because it's just there's so much in there. It's amazing, right? I love it. Also, you're being treated to the pleasing sounds of Mark Hamill as the Joker right now. He's just. I'll play as him later actually because I've got the Joker DLC. Excellent. No, I've only seen the theatrical cut of the video. Yeah, check the other ones out. They're interesting. They're interesting. Maybe the director's cut's like the best of both worlds. So you get like extra footage, like Superman in Lex's traps being frozen and set on fire and stuff. I like the 3-hour cut, but it's you could tell what was cut out and what was just put in there to fill time for TV stations. Put it that way. It's not. I could never see that being released into theatres ever because it's just there's so much padding and just nonsense in it. But it's fun. I like it. Going to London Film Comic Con. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to LFCC. Always wanted to go to LFCC, but I've never actually been, because obviously they have all the doctors there this year, don't they? They have McGann, but I'm meeting McGann in September because I'm going to Vorp. Anyone going to Vorp here? Because, yeah, let's have a meet-up if you're going to Vorp, because I'm really excited for that. Yeah. Have a good time at LFCC, man. Quest for Peace. Ah. Oh dear, Quest for Peace. Quest for Peace is interesting. It's I like it. I don't know. I used to like it more than Superman 3 because Superman 3 always used to be a bit on and off for me. But yeah, Quest for Peace. Christopher Reeve's good in it, and he's really trying, even though he knows it's not very good. But yeah, 3 and 4 in general are not a patch on the first two. And then Returns is its own piece. I don't mind Returns. It's a fun Sunday film for me. I can watch it on a Sunday and then forget about it. New College, Swindon. Ah, you're in Swindon, are you? Very nice. I went to Swindon Comic Con last year and it was really fun. I'd like to go again sometime. Come on, there you go. I've got a trophy, free flow bronze. That's nice. I'll play as the Joker in one now. Is there any Joker ones? Yeah, Canon. I really want to get. If any of you watch Oliver Harper, fantastic YouTuber. I've got a poster of him in the back there, the signed poster. If any of you watch his channel, Oliver Harper. I really want to get he sometimes wears the Canon Films t-shirt. I really want to get it because it looks awesome. Glorious Bloodsport, which, yeah, God. Canon. I wish, like, a studio like Canon would come along nowadays, because I just, like, they'd be such a meme, wouldn't they? It'd be funny. I remember you saw me, excellent. Sylvester McCoy had Ultimate Spider. Yeah, because I'd read Ultimate Spider-Man before that, but not properly, so I wanted to get that in the collection. And so good. Gav, hello. Hello, how are you? I want to play as the Joker. Why am I Batman? Hello, Gav. Looking forward to prom tomorrow, buddy. Excellent. That should be fun. No, Joker. That's what I want. Let's go to the one I was on. Giggles in the gardens. Great. Of course, Joker has his gun, doesn't he, instead of the batarang? It's so cool.
You'll never catch me, Cash.
American Ninja. Oh man. To be honest, Sky Cinema in general, I often look through there and I laugh because some of their descriptions of films are quite funny, unintentionally so. Plus, I like looking at the user reviews on it, like the star ratings. I mean, I'm ill. Oh no, you're ill. If you don't, I love that. Just shoots him. Gav, if you don't recover a prom tomorrow, I'm gonna kill you because you gotta be there. Try and recover though. I'm sure it's just a little bug. And yeah, American Ninja is not a classic. It shouldn't be in the Sky Cinema Classic section. Yeah, Netflix is weird. Though they added something recently. They added what did they add? They added something that I was really impressed with that they added, and it was like, oh, we're slightly catching up with Americans because they often get big things. Can't remember what it was now. Yeah, but yeah, in the UK Netflix is. If I'm honest, I rarely watch films on Netflix, it's mainly TV shows that I've never seen, and Netflix originals, because, you know, Stranger Things, you know? Stranger Things. It's fantastic, and I love it. I'm completely dead here, aren't I? Have some laughing gas. Have some laughing gas. Have some laughing gas. Have some laughing gas. Finishes UCS season. Yeah, I finished mine June the 15th, I think it was. So I finished on my last day, which was lucky. Probably from the lug, yeah. Gav, that's probably why. Go paddling in that one. Actually, it's probably when you put that bottle to your mouth with the water in it. Of course, most of the viewers of this won't have a clue what I'm talking about, so I'm really weird. Oh wow.
You'll never win, Joker. I'll always be here to stop you.
Yes, you will, Kevin Conroy. I love the Dark Knight trilogy. I love the Dark Knight trilogy. It's great. I rarely watch it as much as I do other trilogies. I must confess. You know, like with the Spider-Man trilogy, for example, I watch that like once or twice a year, all the way through, like marathon it. The Harry Potter films I watch every year, and I'm currently in the process of watching them now. The Dark Knight trilogy, it sometimes takes a while. I don't know why. I think that it's because they're quite heavy films. But no, I love them. They're fantastic. It seems to be like a cool thing to hate on the Dark Knight now, but I don't. I love the Dark Knight. It's my favourite of the trilogy. That's not to discredit the other two, though, because they're masterpieces. I've got a collector's box set with like toys in it, with the Batmobile and the Batpod and the Bat. It's just called the Bat, isn't it? The Batwing. Books and stuff. It's a really nice box set. All 3 films, of course, on Blu-ray. Yeah, I love the Dark Knight trilogy. I think it just takes some motivation to actually watch it sometimes. Come on. Joker is actually quite weak. I've just I love how he walks there. Let me try and find a place to walk. Look at him. Look at his little walk. I love that. Netflix is neat for trying films I wouldn't. Yeah, I can see that. Like a lot of films I've watched, I've bought on Blu-ray because of Netflix. Breakfast Club, Like You.
You'll never win.
What else have I watched? I'm looking at my Blu-ray shelf down here.
Stop you.
Yeah, I often watch films on Netflix and buy them later on, and yeah, Netflix is a good service. I mostly watch it for TV nowadays, and the like, do any of you watch Love? Netflix is Love. I've started that recently. I'm only a few episodes into the first season. It's so good. It's so charming and funny, with a romantic comedy about 2 characters with immense issues. That's how I'd say it. It's not your average rom-com, but it's Judd Apatow, so you're getting a good time. Yes, you do. You really need to see the other parts of the Dark Knight trilogy. I think you've only seen The Dark Knight, haven't you? Yeah, definitely seek those out. Favourite MCU film? Avengers. To this day, I don't think it's ever been beaten. Infinity War came close. Loved Infinity War. But no, yeah, Avengers. Absolutely. Just the moment seeing them all come together in that group shot is just, I think, one of the best moments in cinema history, when they're all together and the theme's playing. It's just, it's magic. I think it was what every comic book fan hoped for from it and more. And it was the sign that, yeah, this MCU was worth investing in. It was going somewhere. And to this day, the Avengers is just the bar. I think it set the bar for, and Joss Whedon as well, of course. Joss Whedon is fantastic. I know he's like a bit of a scumbag to his wife and stuff, but it's, you know, separate art from the artist, because he's done. I love Joss Whedon's stuff. It's just a shame he can be. He's not a nice person in real life. Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1's good. I love Iron Man 1, yeah. But I think the Avengers is tips it. Iron Man 1's always on TV, so I'm very familiar with that film. But actually, I have a very controversial opinion in that I prefer Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is my favourite of the trilogy. Because, you know, it's cash. I've never had the cash one before. Because in Iron Man 3, it's like, well, what did audiences like the most about the Iron Man films and Iron Man in the Avengers? Tony Stark. They established, like, very early on in those films that it's Tony Stark's the real hero here. And Iron Man 3 chooses to focus on that. Iron Man 3 is a story about Tony Stark. Tony Stark doing his own thing and surviving on instinct. I just love it. I even like the Mandarin twist. Sue me. The Mandarin twist is fine. It's not. Everyone misinterprets it when Aldrich Killian goes, "I am the Mandarin." He's not saying he's the Mandarin. He's saying he is the villain of the piece. He created this Mandarin act, but then it's sort of like implied that the real Mandarin's out there. So, you like all three? I like all three. There's not a bad MCU film. Iron Man 2 is one of my least favourites, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Local charity shop has a 3 for £1 DVDs. Oh, the Patriot. I need to watch the Patriot. I've heard good things. Right, I'm gonna go Predator. I love the Predator missions. Oh shit. Yeah, I've heard good things. I love charity shops though. The amount of stuff I bought from charity shops is just astounding. I haven't watched the thick of it, no. And everyone's so shocked when I tell them this, because it's like, you know, everyone's, it's always like, watch the thick of it and stuff. Oh, bugger. Watch the thick of it because it's amazing and stuff. I need to. It's on Netflix. It's there, Netflix. It's something I would watch. Bugger, I've messed this up completely. I'm awful at this game. I thought I was good, but I'm not. I think the brilliance of this game is, I know this area quite well because it's so Metroid-y, in that it's essentially one location, but you can go anywhere in that one location, and it's huge, and you'll often come across the same parts in the game, and it's you double back on yourself. It's amazing. It's really good. Can I go in here? Oh, I can. I can't. Oh well. Yeah, no, charity shops, I pick up so many bargains in there. Loads of Doctor Who annuals, old ones, like from the classic era. Underrated films. Demolition Man, yeah, Submarine. I don't know, underrated films, what do people don't really talk about? I'm trying to, because I was thinking about this the other day, because I was thinking about something, and I was thinking, oh, no one talks about that film. What is it? I can't remember, actually. Demolition Man's up there, though. I don't think people, people don't talk about Ace Ventura really anymore, do they? I mean, Ace Ventura's kind of dated, but I like the second one more than the first one, because it's just a living cartoon. And I like that. Favourite movie? Back to the Future is my favourite. I've always said that, and it'll probably never change. If not, give 5 on the top of your head. Too many. Ghostbusters, 1984. Though I'm one of the few that liked the 2016 remake. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I own it, and it sits proudly next to my Ghostbusters collection. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is bugger. Spider-Man 2's up there. How am I struggling to name films that I've seen? E.T. I love that. Gremlins, the Star Wars trilogy. Yeah, so many. I've really gotten into Edgar Wright's films and Taika Waititi's films especially. If any of you have not seen What We Do in the Shadows and Hunt for the Wilder People, but you enjoyed Thor Ragnarok, go and seek those out, because they are the same brand of humour from this same brilliant actor-director, and What We Do in the Shadows in particular is hilarious. One of my favourite comedies in recent years. Tropic Thunder is underrated. I've not seen it. I've not seen Tropic Thunder. That was like, it was before Iron Man, wasn't it? It was like Robert Downey Jr. before. It was one of his, because he sort of did a streak of having roles, roles in films that were sort of comeback roles, and then Iron Man was his really big comeback role. Cliffhanger's 80s cheesy nonsense. It's like it's completely nuts, and I think it knows it. Psycho 2, yeah, I've not seen any of the sequels. It's literally because Psycho's such a big part of the cultural, what's the word? It's such a big part of pop culture. It's like I don't really feel like it needed a sequel because it's. I haven't watched that show with that kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and it's called Bates Motel. That's supposed to be good because it's like a prequel, and that prequels are cool. But I don't think Psycho ever needed a sequel. But I never watched them. I'll check them out eventually. I think I'm stuck. There we go. I'm stuck there for a second. What did the chattering... I've only got one. I think that's like a grenade or something. Anthony Perkins. Yeah, I've heard performances in the sequels are good. It's just... I don't know. People never really talk about them, to the point where I only found out that there were sequels, like, a couple of years ago now. Yeah, other sequels weren't very good. That doesn't surprise me.
You'll never win, Joker.
I'll always be here to stop you. Yes, you will. I'm gonna do a Predator one as Batman, I think, because I want to be an actual Predator and then the gargoyles. Oh, the remake. The remake. It's not even a remake, is it? It's more of a recreation because it's literally just Psycho reset in 1996, but filmed in the exact same way with the exact same shots. And it's like, what's the point? What's the point? Because you're essentially... I think they said, it's to introduce the story of Psycho to a modern audience while still getting the effect of the original or something. And it's like, you're not getting the effect of the original, are you? Because you're literally just recreating it shot for shot. There's no point. The original exists. Go watch it. They barely add anything. And a lot of the time they mess up the shots as well because they miss out like key compositions and key features in the frame. It's like, I don't mind the remake. It's just like it's unnecessary. Chilby reviews Mr. TARDIS. One of my favourite YouTubers. What can I say? I think he's great. Always like listening to Film Brits whenever he releases a new episode. I miss Sam on it though. I really liked when it was Film Brits with Trilby and Sam, but of course that can't be helped because Sam had to leave. But no, I love Trilby. I think he's great. I love Film Brits. That's not to say Film Brits is bad as it is. I love it. I just really loved it with Sam as well. Yeah, no, I love his content. It was his Doctor Who reviews that often informed some of my criticisms. So, yeah, I love Mr. TARDIS. He's great. Absolutely fantastic. Rope, yeah, great Hitchcock. Hi, James. How are you? How are you? How the devil are you? Let's use a vent. Oh wait, that's not a vent. Where's the vent? I swear usually there's a... on the standard map. Oh wait, no, that is a vent. See, I haven't played Asylum in God knows how long. Let's use the grapple. I thought it was. Wait, no it isn't. My God, I don't know this game well at all. Favourite YouTuber? Yeah, I think... in terms of favourite YouTubers, you could do worse. Mr. TARDIS is a pretty damn good choice. Ah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, your playthrough recently. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, no. I'm usually better at this game, but I haven't played it in a while. It comes across as so apologetic that I'm just kidding myself, but no, I've not played this in a while because I'm so used to City and Night, and I like those. I'm gonna take you down because the last time I played Asylum was when I went through the story, which was like a couple of years ago now. So I'm just doing some challenge maps to get back in the swing of things. Good bad flicks. Good bad flicks. Is he the one that does the? Because I get confused between him and Fanboy Flicks. Is Good Bad Flicks the red one, where he does like exploring films? So exploring like films that aren't well received, and then doing like a review or analysis of them and why they're worth redeeming. Is that him? Because he did one on Brett. I am subscribed to him. His Blair Witch 2 video I revisit a lot because Blair Witch 2 is a film that is not very good, but when you see, yeah, the red one, it is him, because Blair Witch 2 is a film that's not very good, but when you see his analysis of it, you just begin to have a new appreciation for it because of what the director was trying to do, and it's just the studio interfered as usual. But no, I really like Good Bad Flicks. He's a good channel. See, I'm used to the batarangs going a lot faster. I need to. See, this is the 3:41. This is taking me way too long. What gadgets can I use? See, okay, we got a few people. We got a few thugs. Did you see me? I don't think you just saw me. There we go. I'm just going to glide to take him out. Nice and easy. No! There we go. Aha! Don't care about Love Island. I hate Love Island. I hate Love Island with a passion. I have to agree with that. It's just so vapid and disgusting. Manipulative and horrible. What show do you not care about? I'm gonna get hate, but I've never actually watched. Well, I've watched Game of Thrones, but I don't like follow it. I watched Game of Thrones for a couple of episodes, but yeah, I've never really cared for that. But of course, it's miles better than Love Island because it's actually really well done. But I just Predictions for Aquaman at Comic Con. We'll get a trailer for sure because it's out in like October. We're definitely gonna get a trailer. We probably will get some new artwork for it or something. We'll get some information about the film because I don't even know what's the next one after that for the DCEU. They've got nothing after that, have they? Lined up at least. The Flash. Yeah, I've got seasons 1 to 3 on Blu-ray. I haven't watched season 3 because it's like season 2 was just sort of the same every week. Season 2 was just sort of like, oh no, there's a villain. Barry, quick, you have to run fast. Oh no, Caitlyn's been captured. Oh, she's safe, that's fine now. Oh look, Zoom. Hello Zoom, we're gonna beat you in the season finale. I'm gonna watch season 3 soon. Shazam, I keep forgetting about Shazam. I'm looking forward to Shazam because it looks kind of fun, but least favourite Doctor Who era. As much as it pains me to say it, I'm going to have to say I really did not like Capaldi's first two. Series 8 and 9 I think are abysmal. Maybe it's that, but also season 18 I'm not a fan of. So yeah, I guess those two. Do you think Aquaman will be good? It could be. Thing is with the DCEU at this point, it's just sort of a lottery now because it's like Wonder Woman was brilliant, Justice League was crap, Didn't enjoy Batman v Superman. Man of Steel is okay. Suicide Squad I just forget about because it doesn't even fit within the same universe. It's just a lottery now, really. It's Clayface. He doesn't have a skeleton. Because that's a cool thing. If you turn away, it's not happening now because I've used it all up. But if you visit here early in the game, you turn away, it changes into different characters. Yeah, I don't really care about Aquaman, if I'm honest. I'm not hyped, not dreading it. I just really couldn't care. Season 2 was the same, really. That's the same problem. Season 3 has the musical episode though, right? I'm looking forward to that because I actually really enjoy Supergirl, and I'm a big fan of musical episodes in TV. I'm a big fan of musical episodes, so I like that. So I'm looking forward to watching that. Seems to have had one of the most offensive things you've ever seen. Did it now? What was that then? I'm interested to hear that because I heard season 4 was another step down. My Primeval review's the first video I watched. Was that the one? Was that the video I did ages ago, like in really crappy quality? Or was that the Primeval rewatch series? Probably. I assume it's the first one from what you're saying. Yeah, that video was. Yeah, thank you. That was. Thanks for coming to my channel. You obviously thought it was worth sticking around, which is nice. Yeah, thanks for coming to the channel and sticking around. Yeah, the first one, thought so. Got a lovely amount of Easter eggs in this game, it's amazing. Yeah, the Rocksteady Superman. Yeah, I've heard that. That's another story. Yeah, yay, Mirror. Yeah, I mean, Rocksteady, I want a good Superman game, because I love Superman as a character. And he's never really had a good game. Superman Returns came close, but even that was sort of broken. But Superman Returns, it was cool because you could fly around the city and just do whatever you wanted, which was nice. Scan the mirror. Scan the mirror? I think I've done that before, but let's scan it. Yeah, no, I'm interested if it is true, because Superman deserves a good game. Alright. Yeah, riddle already solved. Nice. Joe's daughter was a feminist and worked as a stripper to expose all men? There's no Caitlyn working with the comment cuts off. What? That's awful. That's like... What's Joe's daughter's name? Iris. She annoyed me from the start. Iris annoyed me from the start. I like Caitlyn though. She was like one of the best characters. What have they done to her? God. So called Girls' Night Out, it. Girls' Night Out. Girls' Night Out, and that's like an episode, a brilliant episode of the new Batman Adventures, which should not be confused with whatever that episode is. I probably won't even watch season 4. There's also a bit where the feminist says she only started watching Doctor. It's the Doctor being a woman. Well, first of all, it doesn't make any sense because the Doctor. I mean, she wasn't a woman by the time. Well, she's not a woman yet. Well, she is, but it's not aired yet. So why have you only started watching it because the Doctor's? But doesn't make any sense. Either way, that sounds misinterpreted though. I'm all for the Doctor being a woman. It's just that reason the Flash is just a different character now. Is it the daughter of Joe's girlfriend? It's becoming too complicated. I sort of checked out when they started introducing like a billion versions of Harrison Wells. Because it's just sort of like... It's just sort of like... Clearly the actor wants to be back, so... Bloody good show for him, but I mean... It's getting tedious. Yes, doesn't think good. Returning monsters for Series 11 or anything totally new? I'd rather... I don't know, because I think you sort of have to have some returning elements. Like, I think there's rumours of a Sontaran story, and I'd be all for that. But for the most part, I'd say let's have some new like that, like a Sontaran story. I wouldn't be opposed to. But no Daleks. That's my thing. I don't want there to be Daleks because I don't. I felt like Into the Dalek was too early a point to introduce the Daleks to a new Doctor. I think it was like too early on in his era to do that. So it's now the Tom Kavanagh show. I mean, Tom Kavanagh's great, but I mean, he keeps getting brought back for no reason. In fact, I'm going to start a new save file and play from the beginning. 9 bonds. How many 9 bonds have you seen today? 3. I have seen 3. I mean, the 9 bonds could come back. Isn't there a new Story Plus mode? I swear there's maybe that was introduced in the sequels. Let's start a new save. May as well. Wingy Media. Yeah, Clara was just... She completely derailed the whole series for me. Normal. Yeah, I don't. Capaldi's character sucks for Series 8 and most of Series 9. I think... God, I love this opening. Yeah, he did. I like the 12th Doctor a lot, but they couldn't pick a consistent character. And it's like, just what are you doing? Write him one way or write him another way? Can't pick. It wasn't Capaldi's fault either, because he was trying the best of what he had every week. But when one week it was like him leaving Clara, to deal with essentially an abortion, and then you had like the next week it would be zip, 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 getting to scrapes. I'm Dr. Disco, Dr. Funkenstein. It's like it doesn't match. Clara Oswald doesn't count. No, she's not. No, Invasion of the Dinosaurs is great. I watched it for the first time recently and it's really good. Alright, the effects, they're not very good. They're not very good, but it's good. The story's good. There's great characters in it. I really enjoyed it. And it's a rare 6-parter where none of the episodes drag, apart from like half of episode 4 when they're on the ship. But I love Invasion of the Dinosaurs. Second favourite story of all time, Big Al. There you go. Hal Ben. What was the hybrid again? The hybrid is me. This game's so atmospheric, even in the remaster, which is kind of this game's so atmospheric. Hal Ben is just, I hate it so much. Same with the Green Death. Bad effects, excellent trick. I don't think the effects are that bad in the Green Death. You got some dodgy CSO, but Green Death's great. Done with the place.
That's Walden Shop to you. Bowles.
Yo, Frankie, how's the wife?
Yeah, you don't care about the effects. That's the attitude you got. You gotta go in, really.
Really?
Rick Burt. Yeah. Burt.
Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
Yeah, I love the Green Death. It's great. It's really good.
Is Commissioner Gordon here yet?
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient A.
God, you have to look at this game in the context of like the time, because I think this was like since the cartoons, this was the first time you were hearing Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill as Batman and the Joker, and you're hearing it in such a dark, dank location. It's so good. It's the Batman game for sure.
The guy's supposed to break out of here.
New
God, that creeps me out. Yeah, the effects in here, you gotta go into it. You know, there was the time. It's the story that matters. Despite seeing 3 stories, the third Doctor's. You've only seen 3? Ah, what are those 3? But I mean, again, you can't. In terms of favourite Doctors, you can't go wrong with Pertwee. Fantastic. What are those 3 that you've seen then? I'm intrigued.
You know what? I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
Multiple prohibited items. It's not the patient.
Ooh, would you sneak in with your bats? Come on, tell me. Batarangs, bat claws,
Bat snacks.
bat smacks.
Scan the screen on Joker.
Spearhead, Demons, Time Warrior. Pretty good selection. I mean, that's not a bad selection at all.
Time enough for you later.
Spearhead is one of my favourites ever. I love Spearhead. Demons is great.
Is that a crocodile?
Time Warrior is great. Time Warrior, I actually love Season 11, and it sort of gets overlooked. Season 11 sort of gets overlooked because it's sort of after that is Season 12, and then 13 and 14, which are like 3 of the strongest of all time. And it's like Season 11's great. I think the only one I don't really like in there is Monster of Paladin. Ambassador of Death is very good. It's got one of my favourite cliffhangers actually with the how many beans make 5? And then the guy just keeps repeating the thing over the radio, and it's like, right, open it! And there's such a good cliffhanger because it's so creepy. It's like midnight before midnight was a thing.
The state of the wiring in these federal facilities is, well, it's shocking. My boys over there could have been hurt in that unfortunate fire.
Just gotta check your prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
The Ambassador's been scary when I was a little kid, but when I'm older, blue Masterpiece. The Ambassadors is quite scary. It's the
last 2 hours.
It's more things like that creepy speak and stuff. But yeah, Blue Masterpiece face. What happened to my Infinite Quest review? The BBC happened. Literally, it's what, a 45-minute story. I used clips to support my points. The clips are about 2 minutes total. Like the total combined together, the amount of clips I used probably totals about 2 minutes. There was no audio. I was talking over the whole thing. Then that it gets instantly blocked worldwide.
We got another psycho on the way.
It's really annoying. It's really frustrating because it's like I really put a lot of effort into that review. I really enjoyed making that, and it's like, all right.
Must have been one of the guards then.
Croco boy.
Is that
you? BBC Viacom, yeah. It's just so annoying because I put a lot of effort into that review. They said, "Oh, Killer Croc." It's like
Keep your weapons trained on it at all times.
if you're still watching, Gav, then you've been hit by copyright, haven't you? Before it's like it's so annoying because it is fair use. It comes under fair use, and it's like. It's just the automatic thing, isn't it? YouTube gives the ability to just make abuse of the copyright thing.
I will hunt you down.
Smile's okay. Smile's not.
Stop me from killing you, Batman.
Smile's not great, but it's not bad. It's probably my least favourite in that first batch.
That reminds me.
Actually, do you count Extremis in the first? Because Extremis I can't stand Extremis. But the Smile was the least favourite out of the good episodes. Smile was the second episode. It's okay, it's not great though. Happiness Patrol's funny.
Great night for a party.
Not where you're going.
Introduction, yeah, this is perfect. This is like this immediately through dialogue tells you everything you need to know about Batman, Joker, their relationship, Batman's relationship with the police, the atmosphere of Arkham Asylum and how much of a dangerous place it is. All in here. without any expository, like massively like narration, dialogue. It's like this is all here just through world building. It's fantastic.
Get you into trouble.
Favorite new series of Doctor
You've never
Who?
let me catch you this
Series 3.
What are you really after?
Because it was my first, so I'll have some bias there. Two, it's bloody great. One of the best arcs was Saxon coming back. That cliffhanger at the end of Utopia is bloody. God, I love it. There's like there's a solid run from Human Nature to the end of just amazing Doctor Who that I love watching. This is scary. This bit scares me. Season of Doom is the top 3 stories. Yeah, Season of Doom is hard to argue with that. Season of Doom is great. No, favourite new series of Doctor Who? Yeah, no, 3 hands down. Though 1 and 5 come close. Those 3 to me are just what I look for in Doctor Who in terms of the new series, at least. Everything kicks off in a minute, doesn't it?
You're back. You killed 3 of my crew. Busted out of here.
Only 3? I'll be sure to try harder next time. What say we aim for 100?
Such a joke line. Series 4, 1 or 5. Everyone says 4, 1 or 5. 1 and 5 I think they're going to be in everyone's top 3 because they are the perfect reintroduction, right? It's fantastic, and yeah, I love 4 as well. I love 4. Love the moment. Oh, Harley with
Hold it there. Sorry, Batman. Arkham staff.
With
I assure you.
Arlene Sorkin's voice, the best Harley Quinn. Batman's suspect something, he just grabs Joker by the neck. Yeah. It's kind of comical because he's just like, alright, yeah, we're not having any of this. But it's also like, he's experienced so much with the Joker, and it's like, he's always on edge now, and it's like, this man who barely shows any fear is sort of on the edge. Oh, this bit. I love this. His face. So jokery.
Alert the warden.
They were stupid though. They took him. He's in handcuffs and they're taking him with 2 people. Yeah, it's not gonna work, is it? Haven't seen Batman Forever yet, but saw deleted scene with 2. Yeah. No, God. That.
Come on in.
Arlene Sorkin's great. Where the written in blood on the wall. Welcome to the madhouse, Batman. I set a trap and you sprang it gloriously. I know this game too well. Yeah, let's pause a second. So I need to answer some of these comments. Where Two-Face is written in blood. It's like the Bat must die. That should have been left in. I will forever want an extended director's cut of Batman Forever where they leave that in. They leave the bits with the Bat where Bruce Wayne's in the cave with the Bat. Like the giant bat animatronic, because it's like it's such a Batman Forever could have been the deepest Batman film before Batman Begins came along. Some of that film is great, but they cut loads out, and it's just like I like Batman Forever. I just it's frustrating when you watch the deleted scenes to see what they cut out, and it's like they should have left it in. And yes, Arlene Sorkin is totally the best Harley. Tara Strong is a second. Like, if we can't have Arlene Sorkin, Tara Strong is like massively backup. Because thing is about Tara Strong is she can do a really good impression of Arlene Sorkin. So it's like, yeah. Plus, I love Tara Strong as an actress anyway. I think she's great. But yeah, no, you're never going to get any better than Arlene Sorkin. BBC iPlayer recently had release. Tooth & Claw's alright. It's not one I not one I return to often, but it's pretty good. Right, now let's do this. Yeah, he has. Val Kilmer had cancer, didn't he? Because he can't talk properly, can he? Sad. Val Kilmer was a good actor.
Love a captive audience. I just warming you up, Bats. Fresh from Blackgate Correctional Facility, with a combined sentence of 752 years. Ding, 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 ding. It's
It's rad. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The deleted scene with when he's in front of the giant bat. People make fun of the bat now, like because when they look at it, because it does look like a big fluffy bat. But yeah, like you say, it's such great symbolism. And if they left that in, because I think the film was running at like 2.5 hours, so the studio went make it more family friendly, cut all this out. But there's a Riddler trophy in there. May as well get that. No, it's great. The amount of stuff they cut out of that film is insane. But I still like Batman Forever as it is. It's fun. And so are you, and yet so are you. Mental. He is still going to be in top 10 too, isn't he? Favorite Batman game? Arkham City is my favourite person, just because like it's what a sequel should do. It took the ideas from the first game and expanded upon it. But I think this is probably the best one. This is the best in terms of atmosphere. But I think I love City though, because well the story's great. I don't know. You sunk my battleship! I'm just going to be quoting Batman Forever now. Of course, I keep forgetting because I've started a new save file. I'm still having to get all the trophies. Even though in my head I've already slaved away and got all of them on that first save file. Love Scarecrow in the game, yeah, he's fantastic in this. Those sequences sneak up on you out of nowhere and they're terrifying. New Doctor Who composer, cool! Sagan, is it Sagan, how you pronounce his name? Akinola, cool, looks cool. I love some of his work, but it's very violin-y and very synthy. Makes a nice change from Murray Gold. Who, let's be fair, it was time for him to go. He did some great work over the years, but it was time for him to hang up his musical notes. That sentence got away from me. No, yeah, I'm excited to see maybe a more understated score. That'd be cool.
Security breach in level B4.
Hey, Batman, over here!
I just went to kick him there. Tommy Lee Jones is a great actor, although he was a Joker clone as Two-Face. Yeah.
Joker happened. You're lucky to be alive.
I mean, he was a Joker clone, and he wasn't like Two-Face was supposed to be. But I enjoy him in that film. I love the story of when you hear what he said to Jim Carrey when they first met. He just grabbed him, hugged him, and went,
"Can you hear me?
I cannot sanction your buffoonery." And it's like a genuine thing he said for real. It's like mental. Nah. Fugitive. Yeah, I don't get how that's an Oscar-winning performance. It's a good performance. It's not Oscar-winning, is it? I wouldn't say anything in that film was Oscar-winning. Favourite Murray Gold track? I really like Bo from Series 3. The like the weird like that's a very cool track. But I also very much enjoy I Am the Doctor. I Am the Doctor. I Am the Doctor is a great piece of music. It got overused, alright? But I challenge it. Like, I often listen to that piece of music and get so pumped because it's like, yeah, we're going on an adventure. Let's see some monsters. It's like so cool. This is Gallifrey is great. This is Gallifrey is like the perfect theme to sum up the Time Lords, because it's like you have bits where it's so wondrous and so fantastic, but then there are darker bits of the theme where and that like shows their corruption underneath and how the Time Lords are pretty nasty.
Oracle, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's great.
Custody.
I don't really have a favourite Murray Gold track, but there are many good ones. Of course, Oracle's in this game, isn't she? They recast her in Arkham Knight, and I don't know why. Because, yeah, she was good in Arkham Knight. They did some good things with her. I enjoyed actually seeing her, as opposed to just hearing her voice.
Thank God. It's Zaz.
It's Zaz.
He's got
He's
Mike.
got Mike.
He's strapped in a chair. Zaz is totally lost.
Yeah,
Wait
Fornox.
here.
I love
He
Fornox.
can't. He'll kill Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
He
You
did say
won't
that was his
see
favourite,
me.
didn't he? I've been going for an hour.
See
what time is it?
anything that looks even a little bit like
It's
a bat,
7:30.
and
7:30.
this guard dies.
Um,
Do you hear me?
favourite tracks was, yeah, Full Knots. I like Full Knots. It's very sad. Strangely, actually, because obviously it was played during the infamous I could do so much more. But I honestly, I think of it in that really sad scene where the 11th Doctor's aged. And he's just there, like, smiling in his chair with the old age makeup. It's very sad. I always think of that. I can't get up there, can I? Jim Gordon's actor in Arkham Knight, I can't remember what he sounded like in Arkham Knight. I know he looks completely different to this one. Thing is, I can't really check, because every time I want to go play Arkham Knight, his bloody, my disc is broke, because I have it on the Xbox. This is on PS4. I have Arkham Knight on the Xbox. My disc is bloody broken, so I can't go and play it. Yeah, they did recast a lot of people. Ivy looks completely different. I suppose it's the same. I don't like the design of Ivy in the Arkham games anyway, because it's this weird half-naked
Got to
lady.
get close enough to Zaz to strike.
He'll see me coming.
But they tied her hair up. That's really weird. Plus, if anyone doesn't care about spoilers for Arkham Knight, turn off now. I'll give you a warning. Why did they kill Ivy off? Like, seriously, what's the purpose of killing Ivy off? Other than to just provide some artificial tension for the story. She didn't need to die. Great sound impression. Oh wow. Thanks very much, Rose Tyler.
Zaz is down, but not for long. Got to get him.
Someone put this animal back in his cell.
Can you hear me? Is this thing...
Ah, here she is.
Oh, hiya, Fee-Man. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform? Pretty hot, huh?
I have a figure of her from this game. She's back there. She's awesome.
Check it, Fee-Man. I'm now subbing for the old man. Old Sharpie's never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's...
Oh, I just noticed what happened with the boobs. That's not. That's kind of. Is that in the original one, or is that just in this remaster? That's not. That's kind of. Yeah, I kind of object to that slightly. Yeah, she didn't have any role. Because in Arkham City, she was there as part of the Catwoman missions, which you only got if you downloaded the Catwoman missions. It's like you've only seen her in this game, and she was trying to kill you. So there's nothing there to make you go, oh, I really liked Ivy. Unless you, even in that those Catwoman missions, she sort of was just there for a bit and then went. It's like,
He's lying.
didn't care about spoilers. I'm glad you didn't care about spoilers. If you did, I'm very sorry. Yeah, but no, it's really weird they killed her off. Arkham Asylum Harley is my favourite action figure of all time. Yeah, it's hard to argue. I'm looking at her now. Where is she?
Harley thinks she has me
Where is
trapped
she?
in this
Oh, she's
chamber.
there. I've got her position with the Joker from that set, which is another awesome figure. And she's got her arm around him, and she's got the gun. It's really cool. No, she's a great figure.
Batman,
The design I have, the design. Look, like as much as I love the Arkham games, they are not. The designs of the characters are not very good.
Sorry, feed's down. Comms are up and down like crazy.
Catwoman's fine because it's like Catwoman's supposed to be overly sexualized. But when you get to like Ivy, I don't like her design at all in these games. Harley's works for this game because it's like the whole we're putting on a party. It's like the whole party vibe. But for the other games, especially in Night, City they just about get away with it, but in Night, when they've got those big things, it's like there's no excuse for that. And I never liked over-sexualizing Harley Quinn anyway, because it's like she's supposed to be an abuse victim in the end of the day, and it's when you over-sexualize her, it sort of takes away that. The Arkham Knight DLC. That was weird. That was really weird because it took up so much storage space as well, and you play it. It's like I hated those when Do you remember that massive scandal with the season pass? Because I bought the season pass for Arkham Knight, and it was like everything they released for it. They promised extensive content. Everything they released for it, apart from the Batgirl thing, were like 15 minutes long, and even then the Batgirl thing was like, what, an hour? And it's like, ugh. I haven't read. Have I read Arkham Asylum? I don't think I have. I've read bits of it. I know it's one of those things where I always think I've read it, but I haven't. So, yeah.
Please help me.
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
That's what I mean. It's like cobbled together from a nurse's uniform, and as I was saying earlier, it fits with the whole vibe of we're putting on a party that her and the Joker have got going on. The rest, yeah, like you said, there's no excuse. Like I said, City just about gets away with it because her costume and that's not really revealing too much.
Batman, the extraction system.
But in Night, it's just there's no excuse for it, is there? Yes, the season pass was awful. Thing is, really, all I cared about for the DLC was the alternate skins, because I love skins in superhero games. Are like my favourite thing because you can be any version of the superhero I want, and
There's the extractor control point. A well-aimed battering.
So I'm excited for Spider-Man PS4, amongst many other reasons because it looks amazing. But Spider-Man PS4 had it's been announced to have had lots of skins, which is nice. Yeah, everyone wanted that. Everyone wanted for you to, because you could play in that game. Who could you play as? If you had the DLC, you could play as Batgirl, Harley, Nightwing, Robin, Catwoman, and Batman. So that's like 7 characters. I think everyone wanted any of those characters to be available in free roam, and people were begging for it for ages, but they never did it, and I don't understand why, because that would have been really successful. I think someone found a glitch on one of the challenge maps where you could actually leave the arena and go into the city, but there was not really any fun there because there was nothing in the city. All you could do was go around. Red Hood, that was another character you could play as, because it was just sort of like you were just going around aimlessly. Red Hood, yeah. Such a missed opportunity. I'm not doing that on purpose, by the way. I am doing that on purpose. It's just I was talking to us. A lot of the free roam characters have been awesome because I actually enjoyed that Batgirl thing for what it was worth. I thought it was a decent story. I enjoyed playing as Batgirl. She had like enough gameplay variations. It would have been cool to play as her in free roam. They always played this cutscene in comparison videos between the PS3 and PS4.
I will find you.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Just not yet. He's a big one. That's classic Harley, isn't it? Yeah, that classic Harley though I sort of have a weird thing with, because yeah, it's classic Harley, which was nice, but the way it was textured in the game, it was PVC. It was this weird butt-sucking PVC thing that like exaggerated all of her features, again, over-sexualising her to the point of hilarity. And that's the figure they had as well. Like, I don't really care about any other Harley figures because I've got this awesome one from Arkham Asylum, which, as you say, is one of the best things ever. But I've got the TAS figure, which is like it's obviously her appearance from TAS, which is like the purest Harley Quinn in my opinion. TAS is the best she ever got. But like all the Arkham Knight figures of her in that classic suit were that weird PVC texturing, and it was really glossy and it just made me feel gross, and it was just like, eh. I have that weird thing in games anyway, like over-sexualization. So I've been playing Heavy Rain recently because it was free on PS Plus. And obviously the infamous sex scene in that, where it's like you have to do that with the controller to control their movements and press the buttons. It's so weird. And the shower scene where you have to where you're playing as what's her face, Miranda. Is that her name? Paige, Miranda Page. And you have to dry her, use it. It's really odd. It's not. It's just needless. Sean! Jason! 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 Sean! Sean! No spoilers for that, please, because I'm actually, I mean, for what it's worth, I'm enjoying it. It's very, very dated, and the voice acting is terrible. I'm as clean as a whistle. I should go downstairs now. It's so bad, but it's I'm kind of intrigued, so I'm going to keep playing because I'm actually kind of enjoying it, and I've got used to the gameplay, so no spoilers for that.
Before more of them come.
I've got Beyond Two Souls as well. I've never played that, and I have it because it was on PS Plus. So I need to get that soon, because that I've heard bad things about, but I really like Ellen Page. I think she's a really good actress. So plus Willem Dafoe's in it. I'll play that. Favourite comic? What, ever? Or just Batman? Because Batman, I think... I love Dark Knight Returns. And I did love Killing Joke, but, on reflection, I think the movie sort of ruined that for me. Oh, ever. Okay. Well, I'll continue with Batman for now. I really like Dark Knight Returns. Mad Love is fantastic. Long Halloween's great. Hush is great. But in terms of ever... What's that? His claws are just going through the thing. In terms of ever, you know what? I might get hate for this. Ultimate Spider-Man is hard to beat. I loved Ultimate. I loved Ultimate Spider-Man. Reading that was
Joker went through that door.
Just fantastic.
What's on the other side?
We call it extreme
Spider-Man in
isolation.
general. Craven's Last Hunt is
The
great.
transport system. Not a problem.
People
I'll just
like
call
to
another
rap on Spider-Man, what's it called? Brand New Day. I didn't mind it.
Okay.
Superman, what's the bloody thing called?
Security loop is locked.
Oh, bloody hell, what's it called? It's gone.
There's no escape, Joker.
It's actually gone. Superman, what's it called?
Not for long.
What? It wasn't World's Finest, it was right, hang on, I'm gonna look this up. This is gonna be a live... I'm gonna look this up now. It's called... Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man is a superb choice. It's a fantastic series. I love that... All-Star Superman, that's it! Why was that blanking? I love All-Star Superman. All-Star Superman's great. No, Ultimate Spider-Man is Yeah, I love that scene in the Venom arc. I actually read the Venom arc first because I was such a big fan of the game. When Nick Fury's with Peter and he just said, yeah, look, your parents are dead, it sucks. It will always suck. I just love that whole scene, it's great. I don't know why All-Star Superman was blanking, because I was in my head I was thinking World's Finest, but it's not World's Finest. Yeah, it's All-Star Superman. All-Star Superman's a pretty good starting point, I'd say. And no, I haven't read the Doctor Who Titan comics. I want to, because I want to read the 7th Doctor stuff, but I can never find a bloody copy anywhere. I'm going to have to order it online soon, because the 7th Doctor number 2's out, isn't it? I need to get on that. Because the 7th Doctor's my favourite Doctor.
Batman, what's happening?
Joker's
to get there.
He sealed himself off.
But no, yeah, with the Titan comics, it's just sort of, I was going to get into them, and then loads got released, I didn't know where to start. I've read the 4 Doctors, which I sort of thought was just, it was okay, but I don't think there was much story to it.
A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Yeah, fan wanky and shit. That's how I would describe 4 Doctors, because it was just sort of, it was fun to see these Doctors interacting. But at the same time, it was a bit... That's all it really had going for it. So, yeah. 3rd Doctor and the 7th Doctor stuff, a pen. apparently are great. I need to get. I really wanted to read the third Doctor stuff, but it sort of got away from me. I think they recently released a trade paperback of that, didn't they? So I'll have to get that soon. And obviously the Seventh Doctor stuff. Big Finish. I have to think about this. The only Big Finish series I've really sort of committed to is the EDAs. I really like Blood of the Daleks. Blood of the Daleks is fantastic. Light at the End is actually flawed on reflection, but it's fun. I really like the Sixth Doctor Last Adventure. That's great. Especially Stage Fright. That was very good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the 10th Doctor stuff as well. I know a lot of people are sort of mixed on those. I prefer Volume 1, but Volume 2 had some good stuff. I enjoyed the 10th Doctor stuff. Cuddleton, which is a lesser known one. Cuddleton was like free in a Doctor Who Adventures, or was it Doctor Who Magazine? I think it was Doctor Who Magazine. Either way, it's free to listen to on SoundCloud, and I really enjoyed it because it's just about these killer teddy bears.
Cuddleton.
It's really great. It's a Peter Davison story. No, I need to listen to more Big Finish. My problem with Big Finish is that output is so huge that I would never know where to start. Like, ever. Like, it's if I wasn't already fairly into Big Finish, I wouldn't know where to start, and they put out way too much and I can never afford it, and it's like, they don't need to put out that amount. I think it's a bit overkill. Class. Gav will tell you this. I think he's not watching anymore, but he will openly tell you that I said Class was a masterpiece when the first 3 episodes aired. Because I really enjoyed, like, undeniably, those first 3 episodes. I don't know how they hold up, but I actually kind of enjoyed them. I really enjoyed 3. It really touched me. I find the story very nice and emotional. Then for episode 4, where you got the Shadowkin sex scene, it just went to complete shit. It was like not very good at all. It's like loads. I think people were defending that by saying, "Well, Torchwood had loads of sex." Yeah, it did, and that was a problem. At the same time, you didn't have sex scenes between the main monster of the show, and it's like it sort of took all my fear of the Shadowkin away when I saw them lying on top of each other and going, "Are you not into it? Do you want to give me a cuddle?" And it's like, it's really silly. Good afternoon, TARDIS Traveller. And then beyond that, it just got really stale. Because I think the problem was Patrick Ness was writing everything, so it was a case of it's really stale and there's not really any variety in the stories, and it could have had a season 2. Could have had a season 2. But to be honest, I think it's sort of when it was saying like, "Oh, we're the British Buffy," and it's like, Buffy wasn't that. During its first season, it was a big hit, which is why it got renewed for a season 2. But it wasn't that successful. To be the next Buffy, you have to gain a loyal fan base, and you know you have to tell good stories, and you have to build up to that. You can't just go into your first season with only 8 episodes and go, "We're the British Buffy," and it's like, worst fan base, like Star Wars. I don't like the Star Wars fan base. I've ranted about it on Twitter. Here she is. Love her. No, I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt, and that's awesome. The Star Wars fan base is pretty poor. Because it's just like... Yeah, I won't go into it here, but I've ranted enough about it on Twitter, but suffice it to say that the whole Kelly Marie Tran thing put me off him for life, really. Though I still love Star Wars. I think my problem with that is no person deserves that. Especially like Kelly Marie Tran.
Gordon was taken up to
He was a lovely guy. He was, oh God, he's a lovely person, and it's like, it's like I love these interview tapes. These are amazing. Everyone does. Now these tapes. Listen to her performance. Listen to Arlene Sorkin's performance as Harley in this first tape.
Most would rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast.
Everything she says is very monotone.
One or two of them will
And I think that's deliberate, because as these tapes go along and you find more, it's their own version of Mad Love. And it's the Joker seducing Harley. And she gets more and more lively as they go along, and it's like, oh, it's so good. Class definitely trail, yeah, establish a fan base immediately. It didn't earn it. It was trying to push it in your face immediately that we're a thing when you had an air jet. And it's like, you have to earn this stuff. You can't just go around saying we've got a fan base when you have to earn it. I enjoyed Solo. For what it was fine. It's fine. I'm in no rush to watch it again. I'll get it when it comes out for the collection. But yeah, it's okay. Anyway, I enjoyed it. It was a sort of, yeah, it was okay. I enjoyed Alden Ehrenreich. I loved Lando in it, and I'm one of the few people who enjoyed Al 3. I thought she was fun. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was okay. Not great. Probably middle to low end of my rankings, but it's fine. These tapes are genius. Yeah, they are. They're amazing. They are fantastic. Because it's so slow, and it means you're constantly wanting to find these collectibles. Now, if I'm right, Classes 1 and 2. I enjoyed the first 3 episodes of Class. After that, it was just... Alright, there's a collectible there which you need a grapple hook to do, so I can't get that yet. There's a Arkham thing, a Scarab Beetle here somewhere. Thomas fan base was bad for many years. Yeah. Poor Jake Lloyd as well. Have any of you heard that story about? Yeah, I know, the actor. Have any of you heard that story about Jake Lloyd? Who was it was ages ago. He was like going to lose his virginity to a girl or something, and then the girl found out that he was the kid from Star Wars, just up and left him. And it's like, poor dude, poor guy. He doesn't deserve any of this. I feel really sorry for Jake Lloyd, actually. He didn't deserve what he got. Talking of spin-offs, just got to watching Torchwood. Yeah, well, I'm only 3 episodes into Torchwood. But I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I've heard it gets worse, but you know, it's fine. And I know I said earlier there's no sex scenes between monsters. There could be sex scenes between enemies, but you know, I think that's different to a sex scene between a giant fiery shadow demon. Yeah, I think the RTD era is my favourite of New Who. So yeah, G's. I assume that G's is in reference to the Jake Lloyd thing. Poor dude. Now this bit, I can never figure out where to go. And I'm not sure. I can never figure out where to go. Because it's such a loop. It's like, can't go anywhere, man. It gets better with Children. Oh my god, I've heard Children of Earth is like some of the best TV you will ever see, let alone Doctor Who. Capaldi's in that, isn't it? Sarah Jane Adventures has always been my favourite spin-off. Let's talk about Sarah Jane Adventures for a bit, because Sarah Jane Adventures is like perfect. It's yeah, it's so good. I'm rewatching it now because the Big Blue Box podcast are reviewing it like monthly. So I'm in the process of rewatching it, and the next one I've got to watch, the next one they've got to review is Whatever Happened to Sarah Jane, and I'm so looking forward to it because that episode is amazing. The genius of Sarah Jane is it was a kid show, but it never felt like it was a kid show. It never felt like you were watching like. It never felt like what you were watching was pandering to kids in any way. It always felt like it was a show that wouldn't talk down to children. It made them feel like adults, and it made them feel a part of it. And it handled it. Here it is the Scarab, and it handled some pretty dark themes. Dark themes indeed, like the divorce of the parents and stuff. It's really interesting stuff. Absolutely fantastic show. And yes, rest in peace, Elizabeth Sladen. I have no doubt that the Sarah Jane Adventures would still be on today if she hadn't have sadly passed. Such a shame what happened. Especially because obviously it's not a shame that she died because you couldn't have more Sarah Jane. It's just a shame that she died in general because she was an absolutely fantastic person. But when you hear what Series 5 was, it was honestly shaping up to the best of the show. Because what we have anyway, Sky is a fun story, Curse of Clyde Langer is great, and The Man in the Other was pretty good. But like then you heard they were going to bring back Ace and Joe, and they were going to team up at the end for like a massive fight with the Trickster, and Mr. Smith was going to turn human, and it was going to be awesome, and then, yeah, it's such a shame, really huge shame. But she appealed to both generations, exactly. Because you had people from the classic series who remembered her from their childhood coming to watch the Sarah Jane Adventures. Then you had people who were new to it and didn't even know it was a Doctor Who spin-off. I had friends who didn't even know it was related to Doctor Who, but they loved it anyway because of her, and yeah, she was so good. I think that's the genius of what RTD did with the show as well, is that, let's escape that, is that you had the family show, Doctor Who, kids show, Sarah Jane, Torchwood, adults, and I think that was the absolute genius move to cover all three. All three demographics. Oh, you went to the reunion, yeah. Chris Johnson was there, wasn't he? I saw that. Because Chris Johnson, I think he's one of my favourite people to listen to. His Big Damn Cast along with Matt.
I got a kid. You don't have to. I don't have to. I just want
Fantastic.
Okay,
SJ companion Maria. Yeah, Maria should. Oh bugger! I forgot about that. Maria should have stayed longer.
That's not good. I
Come
passed
on.
it to a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
Maria should have stayed longer because
Calibrate the Cowl's vision
she was a great
twice
character.
radar
She's my
attention.
favourite.
The direct
Oh, that's
approach
a lovely
is
story about
suicide.
Katie.
You need to be smart.
Yeah.
Find a different way past
That's really nice. Katie is such a lovely person. I met her very recently, and so lovely. And yes, there should be another Doctor Who spin-off. Doctor Who is, as a show by its nature, is like for spin-offs. It's fantastic. And yeah, you could do some great stuff there. I'm glad we never got that Paternoster Gang Gang spin-off, because I just don't think that would have worked at all. But yeah, no, I'd be hard pressed to come up with an idea that could go into a spin-off. But yeah, absolutely, there should be another spin-off. It'd be amazing.
No problem, Paul. Boys are just finishing up.
Yeah, no, you're right there. The show needs to focus on once it's good. I think that was the problem, because in Doctor Who it was sort of like when Class launched, the Doctor Who, it wasn't in a very good place. after Series 9 in popularity-wise, so no one really cared. So yeah, you're right. You have to. Once Series 11 is proven to be a hit, which I hope it will, and I'm fairly sure it will, then that's when you look at expanding the universe.
Just do it and have fun.
I know, I...
Least favourite showrunner? Well, I don't want to just say Moffat, because I didn't like 8 or 9 or 7 for that matter. But yeah, I don't know. Graham Williams wasn't that great. The Graham Williams era sort of is when I tune out of Tom Baker. Because he started introducing the silly concepts to it, and it wasn't very good in my opinion. So yeah, I'd say Graham Williams, but yeah, hopefully Chibnall won't be my least favourite. Because another thing about Sarah Jane is you had a female doctor. She was a female doctor, which was pretty genius. She was essentially a female doctor. I was at work today. I was just thinking about Jodie Whittaker and how she's going to play the Doctor like all day, and it was just, I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited for her as the Doctor. It's just going to be great.
Attention, we have an escaped patient. Dresses like
Guess
a
like a
bat.
bat.
Oh, what an idiot. Should be considered cartoon and...
This is the first Predator thing. I'm going to do this first Predator thing and then I think I'm going to end this stream here. This has been fun. I have enjoyed this. Haven't streamed in a while. I'll do more of these. Now that I've got a camera, it's like more of a connective experience, which is nice. Yeah, let's see. There's the great look. But I need to... Yeah, she was more of a doctor than Clara. They kept pushing that thing of like, Clara's like the doctor. And no, she wasn't. But no, yeah, no, you're right. Absolutely. Sarah Jane Smith in her show was a lot like the Doctor, and she had a great character arc, because I forgot, watching Series 1, I actually forgot how she's very harsh.
Come back and search this area once I finish the room.
She's not like as loving as she is in the later series. She mellows out and she learns to accept the kids, which is nice. Nice character arc that I've only really picked up on recently. Because obviously it's like it's obviously spelled out for you in the show. It's like, I never expected to find a family and stuff like in Series 3, but it's it's nicely subtle as well. It's like she was bland or just unbelievably annoying. One of my favourite videos on the internet is Series 10 preview by Ronan Garan. I don't know how you spell his name, how you pronounce his name. He used to be John Smith on YouTube. It's just him like poking fun at all the tropes of like Series 8 and 9 and their promotions. So like you have beforehand, you have Stephen Moffat going, it's gonna be a bonkers series. This madman in a box is gonna go where we've not gone before. And then you have Capaldi going, well, I think it's a fantastic series with Clara Oswald, and we're going to meet some very, very nice monsters, which I think are really going to thrill people. And then you have Jenna Coleman going, oh, I just think, wow, what Steven's done with the show this year, it's just, wow. And when you get to his like poking fun at the show, it's just Clara going, oh, show me some bloody planets. Oh, I'll slap you so hard you regenerate. And it's just all the annoying things that Clara always says. And it's like, yes, this is so accurate. This is all the tropes of that era. Done. Clara Oswald has never existed. I'm the Doctor. That is honestly one of the cringiest scenes I've ever seen in Doctor Who, I think that. And they added a face to the titles as well, which... because her name appeared first, which I could sort of deal with. But when they added her face to the titles instead of Capaldi, that was just the worst. It was just terrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And she's a toxic character as
You
well.
know what? I have a good feeling about this. You guys really have what it takes to beat the best. Not.
I must say though, when like someone else was writing her, like Sarah Dollard in Face the Raven, when she makes a mistake and Clara knows she's made a mistake, and she literally says no funny business. I've made a mistake, and now I'm gonna have to face the consequences. That's a very, very good thing for her character. A very noble thing. It's just a shame all that got ruined in how Ben. But it's whatever. There we go. Yeah, his ego invaded the show sometime. Ooh, an interview tape. Who's this? Yay, Holly.
So I'm your first, aren't I? You know what they say. You never forget your first time.
Ah, he's so good. Mark Hamill's amazing.
Oh, you already have. Tell me, why do you do the things you do?
Why do you think I do it?
Fame, notoriety, a desire to
See,
be
she's
out of
getting
the crowd,
more lively.
a wicked sense of humor.
A wicked sense of humour.
How did you figure me out, Doc? I've had doctors poking around in here for years, and no one was as astute.
Ah, it's so tragic how he manipulates her.
Really? Ah, you're just playing with me.
Well, you'll
Yeah,
never
so
know,
good.
will you? Unless...
Unless what? Tell me.
Was it in Mad Love at the end of the episode adaptation in New Batman Adventures? I finally know what a monster he is, and then he gives her the rose, and she just says, "My angel." It's like she's back under it. It's like she's hypnotized. Whenever she sees, she's back under the trance of being in love with the Joker. Right, I'm going to end this here, I think. Thanks for coming along. It's been very fun. I've rather enjoyed this. I'll do more because I really like the camera aspect of it. Maybe a VR thing next time. That might be fun to do. So yeah, thanks for coming along and chilling and chatting with me. Have fun. Goodbye, and good luck in your life, I guess. See ya.